For more than a century, fingerprints have been used to identify people in the U.S. Finding a match can take hours or even days. Now, a new high-tech tool can give state and local departments an answer in just minutes. But since not every print is easily scanned, detectives are using old-school tricks to connect the dots.
Investigative reporter Sarah Goldenberg explains how the forensic technique solved a case in Akron, Ohio, with something you've probably got hanging about the house.
In the heart of the city, just outside of the University of Akron, someone discovered human remains in the brush back in February, near this bridge by train tracks. Investigators with the Summit County Medical Examiner's Office headed to the scene.
And in this case, there was not much information. It was very skeletonized remains with some clothing, but really no personal effects or identification attached to the body.
Dr. Robert Schott, Chief Deputy Medical Examiner, says they estimated this John Doe had been dead since the fall. One possible clue in the case, he was found right near a homeless shelter called Haven of Rest.
We're trying to identify who is this person. We don't even know if there's any injury or trauma. So we take a series of x-rays. We're looking for bullets, any kind of weapons that may be in the body anywhere, like a knife tip, stuff like that. Anything that could give us an idea is there's a traumatic death.
They found he had dental fillings, but they had no x-rays to compare those two. After cleaning up his clothing, they found he wore sizes 5 and 6 extra large.
The fact that his physical description did not miss any reported missing people. That tells us something. Maybe he's estranged from family. Maybe he's not local to this area.
Investigators couldn't get fingerprints because of decomposition, so they sent his DNA samples to a BCI lab. It takes weeks to get those results back. Meanwhile, Jason Grom, a forensic death investigator, tried something new.
At the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's Office, there was a training put on by the FBI.
Just back from a 2-day conference on fingerprinting techniques, Grom decided to try out what he just learned.
With the application of some boiling water, I could temporarily enhance the ridge detail of the print.
Then he used new technology, a fingerprint scanner, and a common household item to pick up that detail and get his fingerprints.
Anything with water on it it won't read appropriately. You won't get a nice clear print. But WD-40, being WD is water displacement, it takes away all the water. That way it can scan nicely.
These new fingerprint scanners at the Summit County Medical Examiner's Office, they're connected to databases with Ohio BCI and the FBI. 2 fingerprints, one from each hand, can get a hit from the databases if the person had a criminal history, identifying them in a minute or 2. In this case, Grom got a hit back, and BCI confirmed this man's identification.
What did that feel like to see that it worked?
I was proud of my work. I was happy that I could make good with my skills and able to enhance the fingerprint and be able to put a name to the person and, of course, notify family of their loved ones.
Thanks to a new technique and new technology, investigators gave John Doe his name back. Emil Joseph Colosimo, 54 years old. He was from the Cleveland area and last known to be homeless around Akron.
It's for the family, it's for closure, it's for letting the people know who really need to know.
The Summit County Medical Examiner's Office said this case will be considered closed, even though the cause and manner of his death may still be undetermined due to the condition of the remains. In Cleveland, Ohio, I'm Sarah Goldenberg.
The fingerprint scanners are mobile and easier to bring out in the field.
And Ohio investigators say the scanners will only match people with a criminal history.
It does give you information as to what their criminal history is, their name, any scars or markings that they have, so we can also use that to help verify that this is the person. If they've got a tattoo, it'll tell you where it is. It doesn't tell you what the tattoo is.
Detectives say the match is not always used as official identification, but rather a clue to help detectives track down a name.
The families definitely get anxious, waiting to hear. They've many times have been calling places to see, have you seen my loved one? Do you know where they're at? And for us to be able to say in a much faster turnaround time that, yes, we have found your loved one, I am sorry for your loss, but we at least know where that person is.
The Summit County Medical Examiner's Office started with 2 fingerprint scanners, and a grant covered the $8,000 cost.
They said within 2 months of using the scanners, they helped with IDs in 17 cases.